Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome to Cash Talks Football, where I use my over 20 plus years of coaching experience and break down goals scored in the Premier League. Today, before we get into this dive by Raheem Sterling, I'm going to show you a couple of little coaching points which I want to talk about here to show you why Chelsea really struggle to penetrate teams. And it's not just them; there's a couple of teams happening right now in the Premier League. And there's some, people talk about defenders are in a low block. What do you mean in a low block? No, well, they're defending with people behind the ball properly, and they're calling it a low block now. It's not a low block, it's defending. But I want to show you something here, and you can see the difference when this happens, and there's a lot to do with this trend of playing what they call inverted wingers, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know why you play a right-footed guy on the left wing and a left-footed guy on the right wing. But what you do when you do that is you stop crosses into the box, especially quick deliveries. And quick deliveries cause mayhem for defenders because they can't set, get ready and see what's happening. When everything's in front of them, it's easy to defend, and that's what I'm going to show you right here. I need to turn my webcam on so you can see me waving my hands and being a prat. So basically, you can see this line. Everyone's happy because everyone is defensively back. It's not in transition, so everyone is sitting there with the balls in front of them. They're all quite comfortable, facing the way the ball's coming, right? And as this ball gets played out here, Bosch wide. Here's the problem, Bosch. If this is a winger with a left foot, he's doing one of two things, right? If he's taking the player on this way, especially someone with as much pace as Raheem Sterling, okay? This run here is the only dynamic run that's happening. Everybody else is waiting for service. Okay, great. So give them service. How do you give them service? Well, you've got space here created to give the service. So you either attack the space, and as they come across, you deliver, or you get a run into the space, give it to him, and a cross. This is what happens instead. Watch what happens. Bosch, do you see that run? He has to come into on his right foot because, well, he's got no other option because he can't see that simple pass with his left foot rolling into that space there. Let's just draw that so you can see. Simple pass here into that left with that left foot here, creates a space for this guy here. Boom, either gets a shot off, gets across to the back post for the three waiting. Remember, these three haven't done anything. They're just stood there waiting. Nothing's going on. As we move along, Bosch, now do you see all of a sudden that space there for him to cross the ball in with his right foot is taken away? Why? Because it's the middle of the field, and it's the easiest thing to do when players are right-footed and and they're playing out on the wings and these inverted wingers, to push them towards the middle of the field. So basically they're shut down. He's got nowhere to go. Now this guy's just basically useless because the ball can't be got to him. Actually, the smart run, but he's not good enough. The smart run would be just to come out wide here and receive the ball out here. That would be the smart run. And if he starts that run, this is one of the other things you need to learn in football. The run dictates the pass. The pass doesn't dictate the run. Even though that was a brilliant run and this guy couldn't see it and give it to him, that run there gives the ball there, turns, then he can deliver and put something into the space. But he doesn't. What ends up happening is, look at how much time is wasted. Now can you see that space that's opened up? Look, he hasn't even made that run, and all of a sudden, look at the space inside the 18-yard box. But they can't get in the ball because this guy can't read to go here. He can't read really to come back here. He's starting to get it. Still the ball, still how slow this is all going on. This is just taking forever, absolutely forever. Now he's got there. Now he's fine. Look, he's got all the way over here. Now he's still. Remember, this guy started the play. He started it over here. Boof, passed the ball in, made a run, had a bit of a nap, walked over here. The defenders were with him. Now they've gone off for a picnic over here, and now he's finally on his own. Look at how long this has taken. When simply the first ball in, when this run was made, would have gone straight to him in the first place. Take all this time to go there. Bosch takes all this time forever. He's asking for offside because he's terrible. Bosch. And we finally get the delivery. All of that because basically you have the wrong-footed players on the wrong side, not understanding where the space is. The run comes in and it's a bad delivery in the first place because everybody's waiting for it. Yeah, it's just terrible. But that's the reasons why Chelsea aren't scoring. Many of the other teams aren't scoring because they've got all these funky things going on up front where they've seen other teams do it, this dynamic way of playing, and they don't understand why they do it because they don't have the overlapping left and right backs. So it doesn't really matter that you're cutting inside because the width isn't created by your defenders, and they've got so many issues going on. But let's get on to the dive. The penalty. Okay, so here we go. We see the guy on the ball. The ball's going to end up here. Actually, it's a quality little reverse pass. He's trying to look to play into the box, but again, going into the box, there's nobody in there. Everyone from Chelsea is crowded into this area right here. Look, absolutely crowded into this area. There's no way that they're going to get the ball across. There's no way that they're going to do anything because there's nowhere to put it anywhere. Everyone's crowded here. They're not creating any width out here. So they play this little dink ball into here. Bosch into Raheem Sterling, and they find the pocket of space. Similar to the pocket of space I was just talking about on the other side. But again, the difference here on this time, if you look at all the players queuing up, at least last time they had 3 players. Well, it was over here last time, but, 3 players. They don't have that now. All of a sudden, you've got 3 players in the midfield. There's no one else in the box. He's offside. I think that's Jackson again. He's terrible at the football. And then we go with Sterling. Dosh goes in, cuts. Is that a foul? No, not really. If you did that anywhere else in the field, they'll tell you to get up and play on. But apparently in the box, they're going to call, because the referee's so worried about VAR and just knobbing it off, going, sorry, VAR, you're wrong. Contact is not a foul. That's not a foul anywhere on the planet, anywhere on the field. But apparently in the 18-yard box this weekend, that's a penalty. Let's look at it from this other side here. Now, again, is there contact? Yes. Is he going hard? Yeah, kind of. Not enough for a penalty. Come on, stay on your feet. If he just stays on his feet and hits it with his left foot, he might even have a goal. No, it goes down way too soft for me. Way too soft. That's just weak. And it's happened because Bruno Fernandes went down, and that happened because Jota went down. Now Sterling, and it's going to keep snowballing and snowballing. I wouldn't be surprised if we get 2 or 3 more of these before something is done, because it's getting silly. As he's taking the penalty, though, look, I quite like the keeper picking a side and going for it. He picks the wrong side, gets beaten. But, I'm always a fan of the keeper just picking a side and going for it. Because, quite frankly, nowadays, these people, that's why I don't really cover the penalty kick normally. Because they're just too good. They've done it too often. So it's just too easy for them. But, yeah, another dive, I think, in the Prem. That's just, is it contact? Yes. Is it a foul? No, probably not. No. Anywhere else in the field, you're telling him to get up. I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.